If you're hunting for a powerhouse gaming mouse, you've probably seen the Logitech G502 Hero pop up everywhere. It promises ultra-precise accuracy, customizable weights, and insane DPI levels, perfect for hardcore gamers wanting that edge. But here's what surprised me. Is this much-hyped mouse really as flawless as it claims? You'll hear a lot about the G502 Hero being a top-tier pick, but I'm here to spill the truth on its hidden quirks and whether it's truly worth your hard-earned cash. Spoiler alert, it's not all rainbows and RGB lighting. Stick around because within the next few minutes I'll break down everything from its sensor tech to its comfort level and reveal why some gamers are quietly trolling their own gear. By the end, you'll know whether this mouse is actually your dream weapon or just a flashy desktop decoration. Oh yeah, and I'll throw in some surprising facts about the buttons, clicking feel, and that weight tuning system everyone raves about, but also why those might cause more headaches than wins. Alright, power up your grip because this review might just make you click pause before hitting buy. Let's dive in. Now, who exactly is the Logitech G502 Hero for? If you're the kind of gamer who lives online in fast-paced FPS battles or grinds MMO dungeon runs, you want a mouse that can keep up with your Twitch reactions. It touts a next-gen hero sensor with up to 16,000 DPI, which sounds like the holy grail for pixel-precise control. Plus, with 11 programmable buttons and LIGHTSYNC RGB, it's meant for those who love to customize their setup and gameplay macros. Basically, if you're a serious gamer who wants tons of options and fine-tuned performance, the G502 Hero looks like a solid pick. But before you empty your wallet at the Amazon checkout, let's talk about the reality of owning this thing. First off, Logitech backs this mouse with a hero-level sensor. Literally, the Hero 16K optical sensor, capable of tracking with zero smoothing, filtering, or acceleration. In theory, this means movements as tiny as a millionth of a meter are detected. That sounds impressive, but in practice, unless you're at esports pro caliber, this level of precision might be overkill. It's like buying a supercar when your daily drive is a grocery run. However, it still offers DPI adjustments ranging from 200 up to 16,000, an insanely wide spectrum to tailor your sensitivity for any game. But here's the catch. While the sensor is technically top tier, several users report inconsistent tracking when switching DPI on the fly. Some complain about strange jittering or lag spikes in fast-paced moments. Surprisingly, this is unexpected from a mouse renowned for its pinpoint accuracy. Also, the surface you play on can impact the sensor's performance heavily, standard mousepads versus glossy desks, for example. It reminds me of that joke. Why did the gamer bring a ladder to the tournament? Because they heard the stakes were high, but their mouse couldn't keep up on the flat ground. Seriously though, this is worth considering if you don't have a proper gaming surface. One of the coolest features Logitech pushes is the adjustable weight system, where you can add or remove up to 5 3.6-gram weights inside the mouse to perfectly balance it for your grip style. I mean, who doesn't want a mouse tailored to feel like an extension of their hand? However, in reality, this turned out to be a double-edged sword for me. First of all, the weight compartment isn't exactly the easiest to access, and losing those tiny metal weights down your desk feels like a mini heart attack every time. Plus, switching weights frequently means fiddling too much, distracting you from actual gaming. Personalization is great, but there's a thin line before it becomes a fiddly chore. And seriously, if you think these weights could double as impromptu projectiles in an intense gaming rage quit, you're not alone. Just remember, don't aim your G502 Hero at your terrible teammates. Use the keyboard for that. When it comes to the design and ergonomics, the G502 Hero is built for right-handed users with a slightly bulky profile, featuring contoured grooves especially for claw and palm grips. Many gamers love the solid, sturdy feel and the premium mechanical switch button tensioning system Logitech built in, which uses metal springs and hinges to create fast, crisp clicking with rapid feedback. This is definitely a step above the mushy click of cheaper mice. But here's a twist. What if you're a fingertip gripper or left-handed? The mouse won't feel as comfortable, and lefties are out of luck. Not really a universal option. Moreover, some users have reported hand fatigue after extended gaming sessions. The mouse's bulk and grip style might not suit everyone's ergonomics. It's kind of like wearing a fancy hat that's too tight, looks great, but after a while, you want to just toss it off. Plus, the glossy plastic can make sweaty palms a bit slippery unless you have a strong grip or gloves. Now, let's talk about the 11 programmable buttons. Sounds fantastic for MMO players who need tons of macros, right? You bet. But some users found that having too many buttons close to each other caused accidental clicks during intense gameplay, throwing off their aim or getting unwanted commands triggered. I mean, it's like having your whole keyboard packed into a mouse, neat, but also a recipe for finger fumbles. And configuring all those buttons through Logitech's gaming software is powerful, but can be overwhelming if you aren't tech-savvy. Another big selling point is the Logitech LIGHTSYNC RGB lighting that syncs across compatible devices and games. Let me just say, it looks gorgeous on your desk setup, customizable with millions of colors, reactive effects, and breathing modes. But beware, if you're a minimalist or hate distractions, it can feel a little like a disco party on your mouse. Not every gamer wants a blinking rave while practicing stealth moves. Here's a quick joke break. Why don't robots ever get tired of gaming? Because they always have a bite to eat. All right, back to the serious stuff. One common complaint I stumbled across is the scroll wheel's dual-mode hyper-fast scrolling mechanism. It's supposed to switch between ratcheted scrolling and free-spinning hyper-fast scrolling, great for browsing or switching weapons. However, some players found the transition jerky or accidentally engaged hyperfast mode mid-match, which threw off precision control. It's a neat feature but occasionally more gimmicky than game-changing. Now, let's talk durability. Logitech mice usually have a solid rep for lasting, but the G502 Hero has had mixed reports once again. While the mechanical switch system promises crisp clicks over millions of presses, some users saw double-clicking issues develop in just months, where the mouse registers multiple clicks from a single press. This can be infuriating in competitive gaming. Logitech's customer service is usually helpful, but a repair or replacement can mean downtime when you needed to clutch the victory. Here's the good news, though. At the current Amazon price of just around $38, the G502 Hero offers incredible value for many of its features. While flagship gaming mice can cost upwards of $100, this model packs most of those premium specs at a fraction of the cost. So if you're on a budget but want a highly customizable gaming mouse with excellent sensor tech, it makes a strong case. But if you're a pro-level player who demands absolute reliability and comfort for marathon gaming, you might want to think twice or try before you buy. For casual gamers or those upgrading from a basic office mouse, the G502 Hero delivers a massive step up. To sum up, the Logitech G502 Hero is a powerful, feature-rich gaming mouse with a next-gen Hero sensor, customizable weights, programmable buttons, and eye-catching RGB lighting. It shines in precision tracking and customization, but has some notable drawbacks like potential hand fatigue, occasional tracking quirks, and a complicated button layout that can cause misclicks. The scroll wheel and weight tuning features sound great, but aren't perfectly executed for everyone. At just $37.99, it's a fantastic value for gamers wanting serious upgrades without breaking the bank, but it isn't without compromises. If you want a gaming mouse that looks cool, feels sturdy, and gives you tons of control options, and you're willing to tweak your setup to make it ideal, the Logitech G502 Hero just might be your new best friend. But if you prefer plug-and-play simplicity or have unique ergonomic needs, consider testing it out before committing. Want to grab the best deal on the Logitech G502 Hero? Check the link down in the description for the latest price and customer reviews on Amazon. Don't miss out on this blend of premium features and affordability. Just keep in mind the quirks I've highlighted so you know what you're getting into. Remember, no mouse is perfect, but the G502 Hero is close enough for most serious gamers without emptying your wallet. Now, if you excuse me, I'm off to find the perfect weight setup. Just don't ask me where my mouse weights are hiding. Probably under the couch, next to that missing sock and my lost patience. Thanks for watching. If this review helped you dodge expensive mistakes or find your next epic gaming mouse, hit like, subscribe, and share for more honest tech rundowns. Game on!